Hey everyone, it's Nathas, and today I'm going to be opening another SolForge Fusion Kickstarter Exclusive Edition Starter Kit. So this is the 8th kit out of the case that I've been opening, so it's number 8 of 12. I've definitely been pretty excited with a lot of the opens I've made so far. I will say that typically when you open bulk decks like this looking for competitive lists, it's kind of hit or miss. You might get out of a case 3 or 4 lists that you would be happy to play competitively, but you'll get a lot of really cool lists that you'd be happy with on the sealed format or other formats like that. And again, not everything with SolForge is specifically for competitive play, but in general, looking for a more kind of high rolled list is a little bit more rare. So tends to be maybe a couple of case. Like so far, I had a list that was a double shambler list that would definitely be considerable for a little bit more of a competitive setting. But in general, so far I would say there's been a lot of really cool lists, but nothing super competitive yet. So let's see if we could change that with this opening today. Um, so we're going to start with our Loin list. Alright, so we've got an Arrogant Inventor, Digitize, Energy Prison, Epoch Soldier, Orlean Battle Droid. I feel like I'm opening this in almost every Loin deck. Steel Eye Researcher, Suppressing War Charger, Venerable Technician, War Machine, and a Warmonger mod. And that is paired with an Ironbeard with shields up at level 2, knockback at level 3, and intimidate at level 4. So at least this deck has a couple ways to generate minions for your Steel Eye Researcher, and it does have a suppressing creature as removal. But overall, there are a lot of cards here that I just wouldn't necessarily want to play. Like, I've never been a huge fan of Epoch Soldier. Orlean Battle Droid is okay, but when people are playing stuff with minus health abilities, like Om Nom Nom, it could just be kind of a blowout. But if they don't have cards like that, it's pretty hard to remove with that 12 armor. So, in general, Loin's a little bit weaker out of this set, but sometimes you'll find one that you really enjoy. So, we're getting into our Tempest list. It'll be really cool if we open an Omni out of this case. So, we got an Embedding Giant, Arrogant Stormling, Assailing Razortooth, Fit of Rage, Lightning Spark, Primordial Slam, Raging Colossus, Thundersoar, Thunder Stomper. That's a cool little combo. Unstable Ice Crusher, which is also pretty cool with the Thunder Stomper, and a Korok with level 2 Whirlwind, level 3 Demolish, and level 4 Lightning Speed. So this one definitely has ways to push damage here, which is nice. So this could be pretty aggressive. And I always enjoy seeing Thundersoar, Thunder Stomper together, and it's nice to have that Thunder Stomper with your unstable card to be able to deal damage to itself, to be able to kind of hopefully deal with your opponent's board. So out of the two so far, that's definitely strongest. So now we're going to get into our Uter list. Alright, so we're starting off with a Camouflage Batterhide, Druid's Chant, Grove Mother, Lysian Rain, Might of the Herd, Shardplate Delver, Shifting Polymorpher, Torg My Guardian, Pterodon Mauler, and a Vine Lash. And that comes with a Nova with Nova's Wrath at level 2, Nova's Touch at level 3, and Nova's Dominion at level 4. So this one definitely has other ways to be aggressive as well. If you could pump up that Camouflage Batterhide, that could be pretty nice, being able to give something Defender if it's already in the front row. So you can kind of push damage right off the bat. There's ways to generate minions with your Grove Mother, your Lysian Rain. You can kind of replace with the Shardplate Delver and the Pterodon Mauler as well. So there's a lot of breakthrough, just a lot of ways to make your creatures pretty strong. So I like that list a lot. Alright, finally we're going to get into our Necrom list. Alright, so we're starting with an Arrogant Apparition, Camouflaged Harvester, Commanding Fiend, Cutthroat Slime, Devouring Patron, Wraith Pact, Sigmund Fraud, Spirit Leash, Spite Hydra, Varric's Embrace. And here we've got a Cersei with Soul Siphon at level 2, Death Touch at level 3, and Life Drain at level 4. So unfortunately this deck kind of feels a little all over the place. there's just a lot of cards that don't feel like they synergize super well together. Like there aren't a ton of scientists, there aren't a ton of zombies, there aren't a ton of beasts. So it's just kind of one of those decks that has a lot of cards that don't really feel like they fit together. So that being said, if I had to do sealed there, I'd probably go with the Tempest and Nuterra because both of those seem pretty aggressive. Although it is nice on the Necrom side to have that removal. So who knows? I'd probably have to kind of delve a little deeper and see where I'll go from there. But thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you for the next opening.